Welcome on into the American Express halftime show. At halftime, the Lakers have put up 78 points against the Oklahoma City Thunder that first half. It's the most points that the Lakers have scored in a half all season long, and they tied their franchise record for the most made threes ever in franchise history with 15 of them. This is the MX halftime show. Lauren Jamar, Dennis Scott, Quentin Richardson. I don't think any of us had this on our bingo card, them putting up 78 first-half points against the best defense in the Oklahoma City Thunder. But Luka Doncic, 5 made threes, 15 total made threes out of 22 attempts in that first half, 68%. There's not much you could do about that, but some of them uncontested 3D.
They're uncontested. And I'm going to give the bench some love because the bench has 6 of those threes as well. So when they can say the bench points are 22-12, that's big. We know Luka and LeBron are going to do what they do. And I think that's the question. Can the others knock down shots like they're showing us tonight in OKC? And we know how good OKC is defensively. So far in this first half, I like what I see here as a Laker fan.
Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith, Gabe Vincent, they've been stepping up making those threes. I think last Monday they each had 6 made threes against the Houston Rockets, which is pretty crazy, but 15 total, Q, in this first half.
Yeah, right now the Lakers are playing with house money because you look at this, they're up 22 points and LeBron James only has 9. He hasn't even really gotten into the game right now. And I mean, obviously, Luka has 22, Austin Reaves has 15.
See the fire that we normally see from OKC in the first half because now, the Lakers are having their way so far.
Yeah, Austin Reaves might need an elbow at this point. See how far he was shooting? He way too swagged out right now. You know what I'm saying, PD? Not real, just, hey, hold on, slow down, young fella, chill out. Ease up just one good forearm,
wake him up a little bit.
He's shooting from deep, and people's faces like, nah, bro, you got to chill out a little bit. You got to take that down a notch. Just settle in a little bit.
15 points from headband Austin Reaves in the first half, 3 out of 3 for 5 from 3. But Luka Doncic, I know we expect this from him, but he has 22 points in the first half. He drained 5 threes, 3D.
Yeah, 5 threes, has 5 assists with 0 turnovers. So lets me know he's getting into his bags, like as the kids like to say. So what he's doing so far in his first half, he's not letting OKC off the hook. So as we run these plays here, watch how every time they switch, he's taking advantage. Communication, you pop out right there. Now you're catching it. Now, once again, go under the screen or you're down the screen. We know Lou Dort is the solid defender. But now I'm in my bag. Would you say, L, he's 5 of 9 from 3, making what he does? And I said 5 assists. Gabe Vincent knocking down 3. So pick your poison. Like you said earlier, LeBron's only taking 7 shots because he's letting Luka do what he's doing right now in the first half.
Yeah, take me inside that Oklahoma City locker room right now. I know Mark Dagnall, really good at in-game adjustments. How do they adjust to not let so many wide-open threes for the Lakers here in the second half?
To me, this isn't about coaching. When you get 78 points put on you in the first half, this is about us, players. You got to come out and play harder, try harder. It's 15 for 22 threes. Everything is too easy for them. No matter what you think you've been doing, you haven't been doing it hard or good enough. And you got to go out there and really, really get after it this second half. And it's got to be them first 5 minutes. Them first 3 to 5 minutes are going to be key because if they can make a surge then they can start building on it. But if it starts to drag out, you're going to run out of time at the end of the day. You got to make a quick assault on it at the start of the half.
Yeah, 22-point deficit to make up in the second half. Time to take our first break here on the Amex Halftime Show. Coming up after, as we have 11 games going on today. It is truly Sunday Fun Days. Chef Steph cooking it up recently. He could pass Reggie Miller on the all-time scoring list today. A matinee match game, scoring 20-plus points on Friday, even though the Houston Rockets ended up winning that game. But the Oklahoma City Thunder right now, 64 wins on the season. 50 of those have been by a double-digit scoring margin. And today, they look to become the first team in franchise history to have 65 wins in a season, 3D. It's pretty incredible when you think about this team, how they've come together. First in the West last year, and this year they've even taken it up 2-3 more notches.
It's fun to watch because having a group of young guys buying into consistency, that's what's most impressive. Understanding that speaking French, meaning we, is okay. Having a young superstar that understands that every night I'm going to set the table and set the tone. He's done that. He's giving room to J-Dub and the rest of those guys and Dirk to flourish and be who they are. Caruso, you're a champion. Can you mind coming in and teaching us how to be champions in the locker room? Harkenstein, we got our butts kicked on the glass in Game 6 last year in Dallas. Can you come help us out? Q, it's time to go win now.
Yeah, man, listen. Did you just say he surpassed MJ with 70 straight 20?
Yeah, 70 straight.
Jeffrey Jordan.
Hold on, man.
Make sure people know which Jeffrey we're talking about.
It ain't but 82 games in the season, 3D. That means that he giving everybody a dub plus. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. That means the league cannot guard him. He is solidifying that, like, I cannot be guarded in the league.
Yeah.
What's that stat? She said, we got to showdown SGA. He's still getting the dub.
Can't do it.
I know,
Top of the board on every list when it comes to the scouting report. He said right there, big bold letters. And he doing that. That's hard.
And the thing is, people try to defend him. You put 2-3 guys on him. He opens up the floor so much for everybody else, and everyone else eats too. Like, everything the Oklahoma City Thunder are doing this season has been consistent. I know for you that's the word that SGA's used for himself since he was like 10 years old. But the whole team's consistent.
The whole team's consistent. I asked him. You've interviewed him post-game. I've interviewed him to build. Jared, he says the same thing. My life's consistent.
My whole life consistent.
So when you see the way he plays,
it
is like he's told you to say. Every last one of us that's done a game here on NBA TV Center, the walk-off interview, because most games he's the best player on the court. My life's consistent, my game's consistent, my career's consistent. Now it's time to go win the whole thing.
Yeah, and I think that that's their mindset too. And defensively, that's something that you have to buy into every single game. And the fact that your superstar player is buying into the defensive side of the basketball alongside a guy like Lou Dort, who's the head of the snake when it comes to the defense. How incredible have they been on the defensive side this season? Because that leads to them getting those fast breaks, getting out in transition, running, and taking advantage of other defenses before they get set. Yeah,
that's as big a part of anything they do. Their defensive togetherness, the way they, like he said, they brought in Hardenstein.
To me, once again, I don't think we should take this chemistry and how they play for one another so lightly from that gesture alone. Now you're seeing what they're trying to do now. So if it's small ball, big ball, whatever it is, they're prepared to play whatever style they need to try to win a championship.
Yeah, I agree on that, too. And that comes from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like, I feel like a lot of time you're a superstar. Sometimes you can be, like, pulled away from the team with your gravitational pull because of how good you are. And you have to choose to, like, cement yourself back in with the team. And he does such a good job of that. And I feel like that's a lot of the reason. It stems from Sam Presti. It stems from Mark Daigneault, too. But the whole team, the whole organization has been incredible. So much fun to watch. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings, because the West has been a juggernaut all season long. We're gonna have some intense play-in games, first of all. And then the playoffs are going to be so much fun to watch. OKC sitting at first. The Los Angeles Lakers right there at third. Houston sneaky flying under the radar as the number 2 team in the Western Conference. Denver at 4. Golden State at 5. The Clippers heating up, though. They're right there at 7, tied with Minnesota, 18.5 games back. So the last couple games of the season are going to be very exciting to watch. But in terms of the Lakers, let's get into it, because the trio of Austin Reaves, LeBron, Luka Doncic, I look at their game on Friday against the Pels. They combined for 92 points, Q. How have you seen these 3 guys, especially Luka, coming into this team and molding into what they're doing?